Blessings and love. Today I'm holding my favorite crystal, selenite. It clears the etheric, heals the body, mind, soul vibration. And this is the energy I'd like to be sending to all today. The last month has certainly been a time of revelation, time of quantum change, and a time where we have started to be reborn, returning to our divinity and becoming sovereign and sentient beings that belong to the galactic system, the cosmos that we all originated from. Over the last week, I have received a repetitive message about the light fragments, the light frequencies, the fractals that are now fully permeating into our physical vessels and in our entire atmosphere. It can be seen all around. So the energy that I see that's been happening is like a rainbow spectrum of light. Quite similar to this, where it's evolving, changing, it's transmuting. So this frequency of light is something different than what we've seen for some time here on this planet. And as such, it's changing everything that we are, everything we experience and feel. And we can either surrender to that or try and stay in the patterns and the programs that have been around us. So at this time, humanity is coming into a divine rebirth. And it's not rebirth as we know it has been existing here, which is a different kind of artificial system that we've been stuck in. This is about being born of divinity and being reborn. So at the moment we have old programs being destroyed. These are literally being blown to pieces. Anything that no longer vibrates and resonates at a frequency that your authentic DNA and crystalline structure is part of and vibrates at is going to be dissolved and intrinsically dissolve away. As we go through this purification process and as we go through being reborn, we're going to have physical experiences that make us feel uncomfortable, whether it's in our feet, which is about stopping so that your journey forward can be explained to you, perhaps, that you have some more insight by going within, standing still, breathing into that stillness so you can get guidance about where your journey forward comes or starts. It's usually the first step that we're given that helps lay the path in front of us because it already exists. We've already done this. It's just that we're relearning and remembering. So we have physical experiences that we're going through in our bodies. Of course, all of those ascension symptoms that we've talked about are quite evident, with a lot more pain through the shoulders and the ears. And as we know that in the past that females are experiencing it slightly different than males, there's been an increase in headaches, backaches, joint aches, especially in the feet and in the joints, between the bones of our toes, through all of the bones in our hands even. So it's about surrendering into that space that is not only feeling discomfort, but what it is doing is trying to dissolve and push out and surrender off all toxicity. Toxicity in programs, the ways that we've thought in the past, belief systems. Belief systems are hardwired systems in our neurology. Our nerves hardwire to have a belief system. Whereas when we can come to a place where we understand that we're on always an evolution and we're always changing, so transmutation and allowing growth is one of the primary, not belief systems, but understandings of true knowledge and wisdom. It's comprehension of the universe and the cosmos around us that we are all part of. So as we're moving through these physical discomforts, we have to stand still or work through that, find a way to find comfort. A lot of people are needing to cocoon right now. It's something that I've certainly done in the last week or so. Cocooning is the most vital way of regeneration. Putting yourself in a place and a space that is calming and nurturing and is able to allow you to resonate at your authentic frequency or to move through what hasn't been working. It's time to do that, all of us. So then we come through, as we're experiencing the physical, then there's the psychological or the mental. Addressing those patterns, behaviors and programs that are definitely of the past, that no longer are who and what you intrinsically are. Not as you were created by the divine. And then emotional pain. The purge. I think most of us have been going through different degrees of purging over the last year. And now it's been like a finality of surrendering, letting go of things that cause emotional pain, because that pain is showing us that it's not of truth to us. It doesn't bring us light, and it doesn't resonate the vibration of love. So as we come into a spiritual reborn in spirit, in our crystalline vibration, we're coming into a place where it's the ending of frequencies that don't resonate or harmonize with who we authentically are. It's time to surrender off anything that doesn't hold us in our highest vibration. Sometimes that can be the place that we work, the people in our lives, ancestral DNA, family systems, programs, spiritual systems that we pops call religion, other things that no longer hold us in our highest vibration. It's time to surrender off and allow to be restored back to the vibration of love. The vision that I've been given, and I'm sorry, this is going to be in reverse. It's about divinely reborn. This is what we're coming into from the DNA codes that we discussed in the spiral, coming to our planetary system, our solar system, all the way through the cosmos. It's a rebirthing, but more than birth, which is to be held in a vessel. This is actually about being born free. So we're coming into our Re-Crystalline DNA. So this is the toroidal field that expands and exists around all of us. And as we know, this is about balance. And when we become in a place of fear, the toroidal field changes and comes up into the mental processes, the psychology of it. Whereas when we stay within our heart and balance between our gut, heart, and our head, we are able to find balance in the flow. So from here, the energy coming up from the divine mother planet and coming through from the galactic cosmic zone, which is regarded as the divine father, and having balance within. This is about coming back to a place where our authentic DNA and recrystalline structure is returning. So in this last week, I was shown and experienced the shedding off of the 3D. So it's a little bit hard to describe exactly what I was shown, but in the movie with Keanu Reeves, it's called When the World Stood Still. It was about a sphere coming to the planet, and out of this sphere came this alien being. And when they started looking at what this alien being was, pieces were falling off, and they thought that this being was dying, and what it was like a chrysalis, but it was organic and loving and nurturing. It was like a gel-like substance, all falling off like plaque for the born to be. So this is exactly what I was showing in the process that I started going through last week, and that's something I wanted to share. So as you can see, we are trying to come into this formation as a crystalline being, where our crystalline form allows our fifth dimensional light vibration in our light bodies to anchor in and to vibrate. So before we can get to this, we have to go through this process, which is a little bit like I just had a cicada come and visit me. But dragonflies also, you know, everything that goes through transformation, transmutation from one form into another. So inside us is this crystalline structure, and on the outside is this shedding off of the 3D. This is the 3D falling away, and it's almost as like it's peeling away like an orange peel. So as we come into this, where our light body will anchor in, this is the process that's essential for us to go through. So all of the things that we just discussed about the shedding of systems, shedding of beliefs, shedding off of emotions and feelings and toxicities that have lowered our vibration and stopped our fifth dimensional existence from being, stopped our authentic DNA from being fully activated. So we are coming back into this now. So the one thing that I encourage everyone to do right now is to find a crystal that resonates at a frequency that you can align to. And perhaps it is something like selenite, where it's coming back into the pure white light vibration. Maybe it is something that's a rainbow spectrum. Maybe it is something that comes in the aqua blue liquefied form. And please use all the elements, the frequencies of our natural systems. In wind to blow it away, water to transmute and wash it away. Water is the element of being born. It's the liquidous matter that helps us pass through dimension. Ground yourself and use crystals, the earth, walking in the forest, certain scents and essential oils that will help ground you. And then fire, of course, for transmutation and surrendering and burning off the residual. Sending blessings and love today and always. Stay in your heart and in a vibration of love.